Yo, what is up guys, welcome to a new video. First of all, if you didn't know, past Friday 8th of March I released my new track together with Maski Banga called Khuli on NC's Records. So if you didn't check it yet, go right now to my YouTube channel, I will put a link up here and check it right now because today I'm gonna show you how I made this track. I also have to say that I have some copyright problems here on YouTube. Yes, copyright problems with my own track. I know it is bullshit, but it is how it is. So what I'm gonna try to do for this tutorial is just, you know, play the parts of the song. For example, play just the leads, play just the drums, but not the entire song as it is, because if I play the entire song I can have copyright problems and I don't want them. And today I'm gonna show you how I made the breakdown. You probably have seen this in the title, of course. And if you want me to show you how I made the drop, I would like to challenge you, you know, and before next Sunday I want 150 likes on this video. It is not that much because you normally get to similar values, you know, similar amount of likes. So if you want to know how I made the drop, support this video, because this way you keep me motivated, you know, and keep me doing these tutorials for you. And well, if you want to know how this collab started, you know, just Maski Banga, there were two at the beginning, now there are a trio, there are three. They sent me like the skeleton, we could say, of the track, okay? They sent me the idea with the drums, with the effects, you know, some vocals, some vocal chops, but the song didn't have, you know, a melody, synth for the drop and neither for the breakdown, you know? So they told me if I could add those things, so I decided to do it and try it. And of course, when I had something for the drop, for example, I sent it to them and they told me I like this, I don't like this, you know, try to change this, try to maybe change the synth or thing like that, you know, a normal collab. So with all of that being said, let's start with the tutorial. So here we have the track, it goes from here to here, everything is in groups, that's why it looks so small. And as I said, they sent me like the drums, for example, all of this. Basically, I think I added some, but I don't remember which ones, you know. They sent me some of the effects, not all of them. I added some, of course. They sent me also these vocals. Okay, and also these chops, I think. I don't remember if I added this or if they added. And as I said, today I'm gonna show you the breakdown, and the breakdown is just this. I know it's super short, just 4 bars, you know, but in the arrangement they sent me, it was like this, and I thought it could be nice, you know, just a short breakdown and get back to the drop, to, you know, hit it on the dance floor, on the clubs and festivals and all these things. So I decided to try to experiment, to try to make it a bit different. And well, that's what I'm gonna show you. So let's just start with the drums. The drums are like this. I'm gonna play from here. As you can see, it's pretty simple, but in my opinion, with these percussions and with this kick, we add a lot of rhythm and energy. And with these claps, we cover the space. We also have here a pitch down for this kick. You know, so it's like we stop the kick, but not by cutting it, just by pitching it down. Then, apart from the percussions, we have the vocal. And here it goes up, for example. You know, but it's so simple. It's just the vocal playing all the time and repeating and cutting a bit and pitching up and down. Then we also have these vocal chops, with this haze that we use it on the drop, basically in the entire song, as you can see. Then here, just in the first part of the breakdown, we have this plug and this shot, bass shot or synth shot. This was just to add a bit of movement and add something else that we also use it here in the build-up. And this vocal stop goes together with the leads here that I was playing in the next tutorial. So we added something else to this shot on the leads. Then if we talk about effects, we have a lot of effects, you know. We needed to cover a lot of space on this track because it's kind of empty. So when we start the breakdown, we have this sub drop that I made myself. I didn't use any sample because I wanted a really long sub drop. Then just normal downlifters. And here is, in my opinion, where we add the interesting thing. We have this alarm sound on the background. And then with these 3 sounds here, what we did is to cover the space, you know, to make it sound fuller. We wanted to give like a kind of Django vibes to the track, so I tried to find ambient sounds from Django, for example this one. And on this one, I used Pancake to make it go left and right all the time. So I give a bit of movement to this sound. Then we have this kind of Jungle Storm sound. Also to cover a bit of the space. And at the end, I added this ambient sound that is like water drops on a cave. Okay, so these three together cover a lot of space on the background, you know, makes it sound a bit fuller. I also decided to add these sounds here that are animal sounds. So this way I give that Django vibe. So all the effects together sound like this. Then here on the second part of the breakdown where we add the kicks, I explained it before, I have just normal impacts, down lifters. Again the alarm, you know, and nothing else, you know. Here some sweep up effects just to come to the build up, you know. But at this point we had percussions, we had effects that covers a lot of space, you know, that give movement, those kind of Django sounds with the animals and all these things. But of course we needed something else, you know, a melody or chords or something like this. I didn't have any idea, so what I did is loop this section and play it all the time until I get any idea. And the idea I got was to just play some chords, you know, like we could say anthemic chords or something like this. So here we have those chords. As I said, for copyright I'm not gonna play them all together. And well, the chords are so simple, okay? It's nothing crazy, are just this. I was playing this later. For example, the first chord sound like this. Okay, it's like a low chord, and as you can see on this EQ I cut it all the highs to give space to the other chords. The second one is a bit brighter. You know, for example, on this one, I decided to cut a bit here to give a space to the first chord, and I reduced a bit here because I thought it was needed. It had too much highs. And then this third chord is the most important one, is the one that is more present, and it's more like a kind of future-based sound, because it has this glide at the beginning and this kind of arpeggio or gate effect, like tan 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 tan. About EQs, you know, I just give a space to the low, to this first chord, the low chord, and then this just to clean it a bit. Them three together sound like this, you know, and I think it sounds good, but I needed a bit more space, you know, to cover a bit more and give more brightness. So I decided to add this 4 chord that is also routed to this same channel, because as you can see I don't have 3 channels, so I decided to put it just here. And this one, you know, is a lot brighter and a lot noisier, so it's basically white noise, and it gave a lot of space to the sound, so without it and with it. Then these chords go to this bus where, you know, just EQ, reverb, EQ, 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 OTT, EQ, EQ. So as you can see, I use a lot of EQ. What I like to do is when I EQ something, later, for example, this EQ could be done here, you know, but I prefer to use another one if I have 3 slots, because this way it's a bit safer, because I can touch anything here, you know, the crazy things as the way I want, and don't touch this one before. Also, this band here, as you can see, is linked to the peak controller of the kick. So if we play the kick, it has a peak controller, so every time the kick plays, you know, this band is going down. So this way I give a bit more space to the kick on the lows, and I clean it a bit. So at this point I thought the chords were enough, because we have the kick playing on the lower frequencies, so I thought they didn't need a bass line, but I decided to add it because, yeah, later after hearing a lot of times I thought it would add a lot of energy there. So I have this pad on the lows. They just is not applying any EQ, just this is linked to the kick again. So every time the kick plays, this is going down to clean a bit of a space. If we don't have this bass pad, and compare if we have the bass pad, It adds a lot of energy on the lows and it makes it sound super full. And then they just have a filter and this volume plugin. Okay, this filter and the volume plugin is applied in the first part of their breakdown, because in this part at the beginning I didn't have the chords here, just the second part, you know. So at the beginning we have the percussions, the effects, you know, but I thought it was a bit empty, so I decided to try to put the chords with the filter, so it sounds like this. And after adding this on this part sounded super full. And as you can see here, I don't have the chords, because at this part I have the sub drop I showed you before, this one. So yeah, here is still playing, but it is not that loud, you know. So what I did is to don't put the chords here, so I give a bit more space to the sub and I make sure that they don't interfere. So with that explained, we come to the build-up, and the build-up is normal build-up, you know. It's the same as the first one that is here, but just one different thing. So I'm just gonna explain this one and you will understand this one, okay? We keep with the percussions. Then we have these snares that they go up in pitch with this automation, and also this is the reverb, so we increase the reverb as the snares go up, you know, and the build-up keep going. So this way is like we make them go a bit to the background and add more space to the build-up. Then we have looped here the vocal and pitch it from down to up. This automation is not doing anything, okay? It was, but it's not at the end. Then we just have, you know, these hey sounds, also pitching up. Then we have these stabs that we had here. Then, you know, about effects, it's just normal rising effects. We have here this one, for example. And then two sub drops, one is higher than the other. So I cover all the space on the lows. Then here we have the leads going up, but I will show you this in the next tutorial. And then this where is different, this build-up from the first one, and is that the chords keep playing the last chord. These notes here are the bass pad, the notes of the bass pad. Okay, I didn't put them here because I have already subs on the build-up. But yeah, they keep playing these notes, and they are increasing the pitch. So hope it doesn't crash. It is. You know, but they are increasing the pitch all the time. And well, as you can see with these two automations, what I did is increase the reverb and decrease the volume. So as they keep playing, they are fading away with more reverb and less volume, you know. So they are going to the background and they are not interfering with the lead sounds that are coming in. And well, after that we just have the pre-drop where I have this fill, the vocal here, and then we just have some effects. We have the sub drop, this noise sweep ups to keep everything going up, and then this kind of charge sound. So as you could see, this breakdown is not that difficult because we wanted to make it fast to come as soon as possible again to the drop. But it has some things I wanted to explain, like the sounds I use it in the background, you know, the jungle sounds to cover space. Also the chords that I think those sound pretty cool in my opinion on this track. And then on the build up, they keep playing the last chord and they increase the pitch to give that kind of rising effect, you know. So this way you can create your own risers and you don't have to use samples. So well, I hope this tutorial helped you in any way. As I said, if we get to 150 likes, it's super easy. I will upload next Sunday the tutorial about the drop that I think is a bit more interesting and you probably want it more. And also if you have any questions about the breakdown, you can leave a comment down below in the comment section. And guys, nothing else, subscribe so you don't miss anything and you don't miss the tutorial about the drop, and see you in the next video.